Hey guys, it's Janine from the Tour Life Podcast. Today we're going to take a closer look at the Yeezy 380 Blue Oats. I have an adult size and a kid size to compare. But first, make sure you hit like and subscribe and you ring the little bell so you get notifications every time I launch a new video. The 380 Blue Oat is definitely a colorway that has received a lot of hate. But if we know anything, we do know that usually the things that people hate on, kind of like the Yeezy slides, are things that end up going for resale eventually for ridiculously high prices. I don't know if that's the case with the Blue Oats, but you never know. I'm just obsessed with little kid sizes. The minis are just so freaking cute. Like, look at this. Honestly, this is the cutest thing ever. I want to take a look at the insole because I feel like I've never actually looked at an insole for a kid's shoe before. It's called an Adi Fit. Oh, I wonder. Oh my gosh, this is actually really cool. So basically it looks like your toe should go up to here. You can pull out the whole insole and then have your kid put his foot on it and then there you have it. That's so smart. I had no idea. Now I have to actually take a look at my kids' bariums and see if that's the case for those. Okay, so I have a pair of kids' Quantums right here that I want to see if the insole is similar to the one in the Blue Oats. Here's our little barium. This is such a tiny size. What size are these? So this is an 11K and then the 380s are a 3. So obviously these are like not the same size. But I'm curious to see what the insole looks like for the kids. I'm saving these for my future child, I think. I already have a child, but he only wears Vans slip-ons. Oh yeah, it's the same. It's an Adidas Adi Fit. So basically what you can do with all of these little kid insoles is you can take it out and then make sure it fits your kid. And so the inside is Boost all the way down. It looks like a 350 V2. These are pretty cool. I feel like a kid would love them. They remind me of Blue from Jurassic World. I think a good bonus is that Kanye always makes sure that the kids don't have to tie their shoelaces. So having these infinity laces is definitely key. They have the performance Adidas logo. I don't know if I would run in these, but a little kid might for sure. Time to take a look at the adult size. So here I have a really big size. This isn't my size, you guys. This is a 10.5. I'm not a 10.5. The story about the Blue Oats, they came out on a Friday. It was the same day that my dog had a follow-up visit for some shots. So the 380s were coming out and I wasn't ever really super into the Blue Oats. I've never really been super into the 380s in the first place. They seem to be a little bit hard to wear and I'm pretty basic. I mean, if you haven't noticed, I wear black, I wear hats, and I like dad sneakers and Jordan 1s. That's my vibe. Having a pair of sneakers that are a little bit strange, that are not the most wearable, is definitely not something that's like up my alley usually. So the only time I tried to get these were when they released the reflectives. What I was going to try to get was basically just the reflectives. And I wasn't going to try super hard because I had to take my dog to the vet. I kind of just had it on my phone and I was kind of checking and seeing. I pulled over just like when it was almost time. I hopped on a live cop with Roscoe like I like to do. I wasn't really super invested in it. And therefore I ended up taking L's. And that week I took so many L's. I took an L on the Off-White Jordan 4s. I took an L on the Grateful Dead Dunks. I took L's on the freaking Blue Oats. I don't know when the next time I'm actually going to take a W, but I guess that's the game, right? Anyway, let's go back to these 350s. So these are a size 10.5. So they're pretty big. They're not gonna fit me at all. However, I might consider owning a pair of 380s now that I've seen kind of how cool they actually look on foot. And I've seen videos and pictures of people wearing 380s and I actually do like them. I don't know, I might consider owning a pair. We'll see. These have Primeknit. They're just like the kids ones. Obviously, they're just bigger. They also have regular shoelaces. These are different from the 350s because if you notice the upper stitching actually is flat and it's on the inside. And it's actually covered with this fabric here to keep it from rubbing, which is nice. It also has some cushioning in the back. The rest of it is literally just Primeknit. I think these were called the Blarfs? Blorfs? Blorf? Like barf. Because they kind of have like this weird gold color that kind of looks like barf. I don't know. But with the blue, it definitely gives it like a really like cool vibe. And like I said, it reminds me of blue from Jurassic World. I know there's a colorway called Alien. These have basically just nylons. It's nylon and like straight up plastic right here, which is a vibe. For sure. The reflectives have 3M all over, and I think they're really cool. I would probably drop a few extra bucks and just get the reflectives because these aren't that expensive anyway. They're not really going for much resale. I think it's worth a shot. So if I do decide to get a pair of these, I just will go for the reflectives. The sole does say Boost. And just like the kid size, it has the Adidas Performance logo. It has a really cool pattern on the bottom. I think this is what I really love about the 380s. It looks totally different. I can appreciate that. There's nothing on the toe. These do have quite a bit of tread right here. These are a sock liner. I had a bit of an argument about these. Basically, I was saying that I would wear them with no-show socks. The argument was that you just can't wear socks with them. And I was like, no, you could wear them with no-show socks. But that's basically no socks. I wouldn't wear them without socks because there's really like no cushioning under here. Like it would probably be a little bit uncomfortable, especially since you can feel the laces underneath. So they would be rubbing on your foot. It wouldn't be a good idea. So even if you have no-show socks, I would definitely go for like the Bombas that go a little bit higher on your foot as opposed to the ones that just cover your toes. In addition to that, you kind of have the situation where because this is a sock liner and the ankle is so high, you're gonna want to probably wear some crew socks at least at first until you break them in, because this is definitely gonna rub you the wrong way and it's gonna leave a blister and you're gonna hate it. Trust me, it happens randomly. Like with my wave runners, I decided to wear them with no-show socks once and go for a walk. And the side actually rubbed and left a blister. You really do have to wear them in to kind of like soften the materials and things. So I definitely recommend getting these and wearing some crew socks with them. Now, that leads us into sizing though, because the type of sock that you wear really is dependent on how you want your shoe to fit. If you have a thick sock, you're probably gonna wanna go up half a size, just like the 350 V2s. If you plan on wearing no-show socks, I would just go true to size. The Primeknit is going to stretch, especially as your foot warms, and if you wear it throughout the day, the Primeknit will stretch. If you already go up half a size, you're gonna end up with a little bit more movement here, and unfortunately, the more movement you have, the more this is going to rub. If it's true to size, and if it fits nice and snugly, and when you move, it's not rubbing the whole time, then you can be sure that it's gonna be more comfortable. Again, because it's a sock, you're gonna kind of have to let it wear in. These are not something you're just gonna slip on as you're walking out the door. You have to actually go in and put them in. Something cool is that there's all these little holes right here. And if you wanted to, you could actually just do some crazy lacing with that. I feel like this is a really nice one to get creative with. The kid size is $170. They are reselling for retail, $170, all the way to $215 for a 12.5. You're not really going to be making a lot of money resale. The adult size retail is $230. They're selling for $250 to $315 for like a size 16. You're really not going to make much money off of these. If you could sell them to somebody you know and just get cash, you're definitely much better off. Or just hold on to them because it is the long game. The reflective sold for $250, and you're going to see that little bit of a price increase when you do the resale as well. But you're not making that much more money in proportion to it. But as a buyer, if I can buy them between $306 and $409 for a size 16, I might just drop that little bit of extra money to make sure I have the reflectives because they're actually pretty sick. So far, the 350 has dropped 3 colorways. That's the Alien, the Mist, and now the Blue Oats. We're looking at 2 glow colorways that are coming out, the Calcite Glow and the Hylte Glow. Those are gonna be pretty sick. I fully expect them to sell out, and I fully expect them to be pretty limited. The LMNTEs, which are the LMNTEs, are going to be coming out in December 2020. The Azures and the Peppers are other ones that are rumored to be coming out in the fall. That's it. So if you want more videos like this, be sure to like and subscribe and ring the little bell so you get notifications every time I launch a new video. Don't forget to check out the Tour Life podcast, where I talk to music industry professionals about living happier, healthier lives on and off the road.